If there's one thing us designers fear more than renaming layers and Comic Sans, that's probably sitting down to write a case study for our portfolios. I know they're quite complex, but they're a key piece in any application, whether you're looking for a job or trying to land a freelance client. In this video, I'm sharing how I go about writing my case study. So hopefully you can feel more confident to write down yours. Before we get started, a quick tip. This video is a continuation on another one I did on how to build a UX UI portfolio. So in case you haven't watched that one yet, make sure to see that one first. And now it's time for us to talk about how I structure my case studies. All right, so what's my process to write a case study? What I like to do is to open a document file, so that can be either on Google Docs or Word, whatever you prefer, so I can focus solely on writing. By the way, the link for this doc is in the description. In my opinion, I prefer to focus on writing first, just because I find a little bit overwhelming to try to write the case study while setting up the page, while designing the visual elements that I'm going to need. So when we talk about the structure, usually my case studies, they have 10 sections. I know it may seem like a lot, but you're going to see that all of these sections, they make sense. So the first thing is I have this intro. The intro is going to have the product name or the name of the company. I like to have like a cover with the high fidelity interfaces just to give a glance on the final result. Then I bring the context, so my role. I make sure to include the timeline, so the month and year in which I was working in that project. And right in the intro, I like to bring the problem statement. That's the problem that we're trying to solve, because it's very important that as we're going to go through the design process, I'm going to look for a solution that it's solving that problem. So make sure to include the problem statement right in the beginning, so it's very clear for the user. Also, something option, if you want, you can include the industries and the tools that you used. Then moving to topic number 2, we're going to have the background and the context. So basically, what I like to do whenever I start working on a new project is I create some hypothesis. So that is some solutions that I think may solve the problem. And also I bring the business goals. What are we trying to achieve with this project that we're working on? Topic number 3 is the research. So here I'm just explaining the type of research that I'm doing. So how big the group is going to be, the questions that are going to be asked, just so the reader can understand a little bit about the methods that I use to research. Then on stage number 4, we have the insights, so the findings from the research. I always like to bring them in bullet points with not very long sentences. Topic number 5, the concepts. So basically, that's going to include the ideation phase. So some possible deliverables that I'm going to have for the solution to come to life, and also the design principles that I'm taking into consideration. The second part of the design principles, I don't bring it every time. It really depends on the project, if that was really outlined and clear from the start. Then on topic number 6, I'm going to bring the iterations. So that's going to be all the messy work that I've done. So drawings, user research, any information architecture, so some user flows, wireframes, and prototypes. It's important to highlight that recruiters and potential clients, again, they want to see your process. So it's not only about showing like the final and very polished designs, but showing how you took the time to really consider every aspect of your design. As we get to topic number 7, that's going to be the designs. So the high fidelity interfaces, it's always cool to bring some animated prototypes. If the product is live, you can also share the link there so the reader can have a look. And also, you can also mention why the interfaces were designed in a given way and include the impact, if applicable, if you have those numbers already. If you don't have it yet, you can mention when this product is going to be launched. One thing is that whenever I'm outlining the case study, I just write down on bullet points the key moments and the use cases that I really want to bring to the final case study. We don't have to bring every single interface, but just the most important ones that relate to that problem statement that we mentioned in the beginning. And also, one thing that I like to bring quickly if I got to work on the branding for that specific project is just to bring the visual system, the colors, the typography, illustrations, icons, and so on. On topic number 8, we have testing. So, what I tested, how, and the key learnings. One thing that I want to mention is that if you had a lot of iterations, one thing that you can do is bring this testing phase as the topic number 7, and then you bring the final results to number 8. And lastly, a quick topic on outcomes. So basically the deliverables that were made and the impact. That's also something that you can merge with the designs, or you can leave it as a separate topic. And lastly, topic number 10, we have learnings and reflections, and also a future roadmap. That's something very important because recruiters and clients, they often want to see what you learn from that project. So what you would have done differently, and also how you see this product evolving. By using the structure, you're able to take the reader with you along your design journey and also show the impact that your designs brought to the company or to the project. But this doc is not the final stage. You still have to design the page where you're going to show the case study to the reader. If you're interested in a video like this, let me know in the comments, as I'm currently working on my personal website, revamping all my case studies and portfolio. Lastly, hit the like button and also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next one. Happy designing!